Gonna ask you, what are you gonna do about that tattoo on your face?
I'm taking my time with it. But I already kind of put things in place.
So you have an appointment. That's gonna be a few sessions, probably.
No.
No? Just one?
She say he's retarded. Come on now, that lady is evil and out to get me and my son. She's dissing her own grandchild on social media. I'm saying this to say, bro, don't get it messed up. Like, yeah, I love him. I'm riding for him. But I know his character traits, bro. I know his patterns, bro. Soon as we beef, he hurt our kid, and it's so evil. So I need y'all to just let him know.
Get it now. Nobody popped out to her little booking, her little show. So she desperately using me to sell more tickets. Come on, Cal. Come on, that's like what we resort to. Yeah, right. You couldn't get nobody to pop out for you at Malibu, so you gotta use me. You and your man couldn't bring in a crowd, so you gotta.
While serving time behind bars, rapper Blueface was blindsided by news he never expected. Chrisean Rock, his longtime on and off partner, is pregnant, but not with his child. The father is NCAA athlete Titan Newton, who is not only involved, but proudly claiming his place by Chrisean's side. Viral photos and videos show the two smiling, holding hands, and embracing their new chapter together, while Chrisean appears radiant and unbothered. In one clip, she confidently responds to someone pointing out her new man with a simple period, making it clear she has moved on. What stings even more is how clean and drama-free the transition looks, leaving Blueface to process it all, from the outside looking in. This time, Chrisean Rock is not just walking away. She is making moves that scream finality. Unlike the dramatic stunts, headline-grabbing scandals, and countless breakups in the past, her latest decision sends a message that this chapter is truly over. For those who have followed her roller coaster relationship with Blueface, one image has always stood out: the tattoo of his face etched onto her body. It was not just ink, it was a bold symbol of unwavering loyalty, something she held onto through every public fallout and emotional low. But now, that tattoo is gone. Chrisean's choice to remove it is not simply about erasing an image, it is a powerful declaration that she no longer belongs to him. You were about to say something, but then paused. Yeah, but it's kinda messy, you admitted. Messy? What do you mean? Just say it, someone encouraged, nudging you to spill the truth. It's fine, go ahead, be messy, they added with a grin. When is this even going to air? You asked, half laughing, trying to buy time. The conversation shifted toward a topic you had clearly been avoiding: the tattoo. I was just about to ask you, what's the plan for that tattoo on your face? They pressed. You sighed and responded, I'm taking my time with it, your tone making it clear the decision is not easy, and definitely not rushed. But I have already started setting things in motion. So, you booked an appointment then? Yeah, I nodded. It will probably take a few sessions, right? They asked. No, just one, I replied confidently. Really? You think it is possible to get something like that removed from your face in just one go? They questioned. Come on, do not doubt it, I said with a smirk. It all comes down to what you believe is possible. They paused, then asked, So you are going with laser? Are you sure you want to go through with that? Their tone was cautious, but my mind was made up. It is going to take about a year and will require several sessions. At first, I told myself I probably would not remove it because it felt like a part of who I was. Yeah, I get that, the other person agreed. I usually just cover things up instead of erasing them. You do cover yourself a lot, I said with a little laugh. Oh my God, I actually had a face tattooed on me once too. You did? I asked, surprised. Yeah, they said. It was on my neck, a sunflower. I got it when I was 17. Back then, I used to just go for it without thinking. In a relationship that thrived on chaos and emotional blow-ups, this moment felt real, quiet, powerful, and not meant for show. Removing his face from her skin was not about revenge or attention. It was about taking her identity back and cutting the final thread of control he had over her. While Chrisean was busy scrubbing away the memories of Blueface, thinking she had the upper hand, he was quietly working on his counterattack from behind prison walls. He did not sit back or take her dramatic exit lightly. In fact, he made sure she felt it. Reports from insiders and social media threads suggest that Blueface placed a call from jail, a call that rattled what little peace was left between them. It was a calculated move, not just emotional revenge. That phone call reignited the tension, proving that even behind bars, he was not out of the game. He was still calling the shots. Blueface didn't hesitate. He ordered his own father to remove Chrisean from the home they once shared. There was no conversation, no heads up, just a direct command to clear her out. Within hours, her clothes, bags, shoes, everything were reportedly tossed onto the front lawn like unwanted garbage. For someone who once called her his girl, that was cold. This was no joke or bluff. The message was clear and ruthless. It was time to go, no questions asked. This public display of power was merciless. No sympathy, no room for grace, just complete erasure. What made it sting even more was the timing. Blueface was behind bars, supposed to be powerless, yet here he was, pulling strings and making moves as if nothing had changed. Despite being locked up, Blueface was still pulling the strings, treating Chrisean less like an ex and more like a sworn enemy. His message was unmistakable. You are out for good. This was far beyond a breakup. It was a complete severance, a public banishment. For a moment, it seemed like the weight of it all might break Chrisean, but she surprised everyone. Instead of collapsing, she struck back with sharp precision and unwavering confidence. If Blueface believed that tossing her out was the final word, he clearly underestimated her. When the video of her belongings being dumped hit the internet, Chrisean didn't just react quietly. She exploded onto the scene, going live with a powerful response. She did not take to Instagram to cry or beg, but rather to reveal the truth. In a blazing series of live videos and mysterious posts, her comeback dropped bombshell claims that left fans utterly stunned. According to Chrisean, Blueface is far from the innocent victim he tries to portray. Far from it. She hinted at betrayals that ran far deeper than mere cheating. We are talking about potential misconduct happening behind prison walls. Yes, you heard correctly. Without directly naming anyone, Chrisean implied that Blueface might be getting uncomfortably close to certain individuals inside jail, not just through phone calls or visits. She didn't have to spell it out because the internet quickly pieced it together for her. Fans began analyzing every word and every facial expression, crafting theories faster than they could tweet. Was Chrisean pointing fingers at someone specific, or was it just a move to stir the pot? No one could say for sure, but in the end, it did not really matter. The idea was planted, and suddenly the story took a sharp turn. Maybe Chrisean was not the only one moving on. Perhaps Blueface had his own secrets lurking beneath the surface. Secrets he never imagined would come to light. Just when it felt like the drama had reached its climax, things got even more complicated. As if Chrisean's allegations were not enough, Blueface threw fuel on the fire from behind bars. In a surprising twist, he shared a video featuring another woman who claimed to have had a long, on-again, off-again relationship with him, dating all the way back to 2015. That timeline does not just overlap, it also crosses paths with Jadina, Alexis. She insisted their connection went far beyond casual, describing it as a romantic, homie bond that spanned several chapters of Blueface's complicated love story. My name is Amani, she explained, and Blue and I have been locked in since 2016 or 2017. We first met at work while shooting together. There was this instant spark. We kept catching each other's eyes, exchanging looks, and eventually swapped numbers. We talked for a good while, then I came over, cooked up some steak and mashed potatoes, and that's how it all began. Suddenly, the story took another unexpected turn. It was no longer just about Chrisean feeling betrayed. It revealed just how many lives Blueface had quietly manipulated all at once. This was no simple love triangle anymore. It had become a tangled web of deceit, overlapping relationships, and hidden agendas. And as the timelines intertwined, Jade and Alexis stepped forward with their own voices. One thing is certain in Blueface's world: Jade and Alexis rarely stay silent. As the new mystery woman's name began trending, Jade wasted no time jumping headfirst into the drama, as if she had been waiting for this moment. Her response was ruthless. She launched a blistering attack on Chrisean, throwing thinly veiled insults about alleged abortions, questionable parenting, and the illusion of strength amid public breakdowns. It was a direct, brutal strike, far from subtle. Chrisean's initial reply caught many off guard. She responded with surprising calm. She openly expressed disappointment, not just in Blueface, but in herself for constantly getting caught up in these battles with other women. She spoke about outgrowing the chaos, craving peace, and wanting a better future for her child. For a brief moment, it seemed she was truly rising above the fray. But peace was short-lived. Within days, Chrisean hit back hard, calling out Jade for being broke, relying on child support despite claims of independence, and habitually dragging herself into conflicts that weren't hers. She accused Jade of exploiting Blueface's name while pretending to be victorious. This sudden shift reignited the feud, with fans scrambling to capture screenshots, post reaction videos, and watch the petty war unfold anew. Just when it seemed like every voice had weighed in, Blueface's mother, Carissa, joined the fray, and she did not hold back. Known for diving into her son's affairs uninvited, Carissa took to social media to celebrate Chrisean's departure like it was a cause for celebration. One particularly sharp post sarcastically praised Chrisean and Titan as a cute match, wishing that the new baby might finally bring Chrisean some peace. But the tone was dripping with contempt built up over years. "Oh, child, thank you, Jesus. Won't you do it? They making a cute couple. That's it. Get a baby by him. That's going to be a cute-ass baby, too. I'ma do like y'all did. He's the one. He's the one." This was not merely commentary. It was a quiet victory lap. For years, Carissa had voiced distrust toward Chrisean, disliking her influence on Blueface and doubting the relationship's health. Now, with Chrisean seemingly out of the picture, her delight was palpable. But Carissa did not stop there. She threw shade at everyone involved: Chrisean, Titan, even Jade, fanning the flames with every post, comment, and like. At this stage, the drama had grown into a multi-layered, generational saga, unfolding in real time on Instagram Lives, tweets, and viral gossip sites. Everyone had their own truth. Everyone had something to prove. For fans watching from the sidelines, it felt like a chaotic, deeply personal reality show that they could not look away from. And just when it appeared the story had reached its climax, the question remained: was this really the end? It certainly looked like the final chapter. But if you have followed Blueface and Chrisean for any length of time, you know better. This was far from their first explosive breakup. In fact, their history has been a relentless cycle. Public heartbreaks, heated accusations, unfriending and deleting on social media, only to resurface weeks later arm in arm, smiling as if nothing ever happened. So yes, Chrisean may be with someone new. Blueface is behind bars, flaunting a mysterious old flame. Jade is busy firing off subtweets like it's her full-time job, and Blueface's mom is stirring every pot she can reach. But does that really mean it's over? Or is this just another episode in a saga that refuses to end? Fans are split. Some believe Chrisean is finally moving on for good, pointing to tattoo removals, a new relationship, and her public reflections as signs of growth. Others remain skeptical, having witnessed too many final breakups followed by surprise songs, pregnancies, or sudden reconciliations. No matter how messy it gets, one thing remains constant: Blueface and Chrisean always find their way back to each other. And if you think this is the conclusion of their story, you have not been paying attention, because in their world, clean endings do not exist. Here comes the next chapter. What began as a toxic romance has exploded into a full-blown online spectacle. One that weaves together raw personal pain, unfolding real-time drama, and the addictive pull of social media into a saga nobody can look away from. Every tweet, livestream, and post becomes another piece of the puzzle. Whether you're hoping someone will rise above the chaos or secretly waiting for the next meltdown, one thing is clear: we are all hooked. It's tempting to dismiss this, as just another celebrity breakup, but it runs much deeper. This story is about clashing egos, fractured loyalties, betrayals, and the perilous line between love and control. It exposes how lives lived online turn private struggles into public entertainment. And it reveals how two people can be so toxic together, yet remain magnetically drawn back into each other's orbit time and again. So, what's next? Will Chrisean finally find peace with Titan and break free from the endless cycle? Will Blueface face the consequences or keep stirring chaos from behind bars? Will Jade and Carissa continue to fuel the fire, or do they have hidden stories waiting to unfold? One thing is certain, this saga is far from over. If you want the real-time truth, as it breaks, you know where to tune in. Because with this crew, the drama never truly ends, it just reloads. So, whose side are you on? Team Chrisean, Team Blueface, or are you staying neutral? Share your thoughts in the comments, smash that like if you are hooked on the saga, and subscribe so you never miss a wild update. Trust me, we're only just getting started.